Lambda function in Python looks easy until it breaks your brain. Stay until the end, and I will explain the most misunderstood concept that makes lambdas finally click. Let's say I want to create a function that squares a number. I can write def, then here write square, and for example pass x, the number that I want to square. To square it, I can write return x, 2 stars and 2, and this will square my x. But this is very boring, and most of the time you don't want to name your function or use it like this, and there will be a lot of times when we are actually going to create some easy one-line functions to make our code cleaner. And in that cases, we are going to use lambdas. Let's write square variable and give it lambda keyword. And here, after lambda comes parameters that you want to pass to your lambda function. And in my case, with x, then you write the colon to start your lambda function. And here you can write x, 2 star, and 2. These codes are completely the same. This x here is actually this x parameter here, and this return is actually this expression after the colon. So lambdas are actually anonymous function written in single expression. And when I call them both, for example, print square of, let's say, 3, this should print 9. And if I call again print square of 3, this should also print 9. And as you can see, they both printed 9. Because lambdas are expressions, there are rules what can go inside lambdas and what can't. For example, in lambda, I can return multiple parameters. That's not a problem. For example, a tuple triplet. For example, I will return x, x squared, and x cubed. This will work. Also, I can use if in one line. For example, I can write even if x mod 2 equals 0, else I can write odd. Also, I can use lambdas with some functions and generators and list comprehension. I'll use lambda here to sum the square numbers until the parameter x. So here I'll write sum I squared for I in range x. And let's see if this will actually work. Let's print a of 2. This should print 2, 4, and 8. Let's also print b of 3, for example. Because 3 is even, I mean odd, I want to see odd printed. And if I write here c and then 3, if I square numbers 0, 1, and 2 and add them, I should see 5 here. And when I run the code, I see all those expected results. Also, for parameters inside your function, it doesn't have to be just x or x, y, and z. You can also use, for example, positional or only argument or keyword only argument like this, and right here, for example, power. And also you can use defaults, and we can say, I want my power to be by default 2. And let's put this x to a given power. This means x can only be passed as positional only argument and this power as keyword only argument. Also, I can use as many positional arguments as I want. For example, I can write here args, and let's add all of them. And this will add all the parameters that I'm passed in my B. Also, I can use keyword only arguments, and for that, I'll call this key W, and let's just print all of them. Let's see what happens when I try and run print A, and here pass 3. As you can see, there's no error, but if I write x equals 3, this is an error because x must be a positional only argument. And same applies for power, because power is keyword only argument. If you just write 4, this won't work. But if I write here power equals 4, there's no problem. So here I expect to see 81. If I print b and here pass 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I expect to see the sum of all these numbers, which is actually 15. And if I print here, for example, c and pass a equals 3 and b equals 5, I expect to see a dictionary that has keys a and b and values 3 and 5. Let's see if that actually happens. And as expected, everything works correctly. But what you can't use in lambdas are actually keywords return, pass, raise, assert, for, while, try and except, with, import, and yield. Lambdas are most used where Python expects small functions. Let's say here I have a list of people and every person is represented as a name and age, and also the type is dictionary for every element. And now I want to sort all of them, but based on their age and then based on their name. So to do that, I can write people.sort, but here I have to pass a function that will tell me how I want to sort them. So I can write key equals, and then here you don't need to define some function and then put it here. You can simply use a lambda function, and that will have one parameter p, which will represent a person, and it should return a tuple pair where first element is a value of age, and then the second parameter is the value of name. And now if I print people and I separate them with end line, I should see an ascending order of ages. As you can see, David is first because it's the youngest one. It has 21 years old, and James is last because it has 27 years. Also, here, even though Anna and Mark have the same age, Anna is first because it starts with the letter A, while Mark starts with M. The same applies here with Claire and John. The final concept that is mostly misunderstood by beginners is if I create functions list, and let's make it empty, and I create a for loop for I in range 3, and in these functions I want to put a lambda function that will actually return I. I can simply write functions.append lambda and here put I. And now let's print all of those elements. So I can write here square brackets to make this a list, write f and this to evaluate, and then for f in functions, print all of them. Write down in the comments below, what do you think will be the output of this code? Many beginners, and even intermediates, make a mistake here. Even though you expected to see 0, 1, and 2, you actually got 3 2s. Why is that? Because when you write lambda I here, this actually creates a reference to this I, and that repeats 3 times. So here, when I call this f, I actually tell print what value I has. Because I ends at the value 2, all those references point at that value 2. So I will have only 2s. A quick fix is to create a new variable for this I and assign it to be equal to that I. So here I can write x equals I, and here return x. And now when I return x, I will see 0, 1, and 2. And I fixed the problem. If you found this video useful and you want to learn how to use lambdas in map and filter function, you can watch this video next. But don't forget to subscribe, otherwise you're going to miss my videos.